How? How now, brown cow? I'm gonna be hot in about 2.5 seconds, but we'll go with it because it's chilly this morning. Anybody in Sacramento will know it's cold. Yeah. Very windy, very windy, very windy, and yuck. Yes, PMF, I do. I only do them on Mrs. D Cell NorCal 2 and 4. If 2 gets banned, then we go to 4. I'm not messing with my other accounts because trolls be crazy. Trolls be trying to take me down. So I have to do it on an account that's not a lot of people. So, hello, it's Friday. You made it to Friday. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers. Hello. What's going on with all my friends? Today, I have an appointment with my web designer for the merch. Merch. We're almost at the rollout for the merch. You're here, girl. Relax, take a load off, and watch the crazy unfold. So yes, merch is almost available. The website has taken forever because she's doing it for me on the side. So she's putting in some hard work and effort for me because she supports women. Yep, women empowerment. Just like my ghostwriter, women empowerment. We support women who are trying to make a difference in this world, right? And they give back to me because of how much I've helped them. Love it, right? That's what we need to be more about. Women helping women achieve goals, right? Come on, how hard is that? Instead of tearing each other down, we should be joining forces as one, helping each other survive, get to that next level. Instead, we've got women who are just crankety old hags who want to take people down and want to just be fucking grotesque and irritating and, anywho. So my book writer and my web designer are women paying it forward. Women paying it forward to a woman who is trying to do great things. Yeah. So we need to give them all a yay and a nicety and tell them how much it's all appreciated, right? Because it's really cool. And yes, Leslie, right before I came on, said it is Women's Menopausal Day. And I think that's stupid, quite frankly. Honestly. Stupid. Every day should be Women's Menopausal Day. Peri, post, during, I don't know. I saw it right when you. I'm cranky a lot, Lily. The day goes like this, shit, up and down, all around. So, Women being Women Day, yeah. I mean, let's celebrate the changes in our bodies. That is fucking horrible and god awful and just fuck you. No, I'm not doing that. But, so I got some of my results back. Not that I know how to read them, but menopause on my Richter scale is 2.5 and I'm a 2.3. So what does that mean? Am I like literally in the throes of becoming menopause, right? 2.3, and technically you are menopause at 2.5. 2.3. This bitch is going through it. I told y'all, I'm feeling it. I knew there was a change, and I'm on birth control to keep the hormones at bay, to make me bleed. I'm almost there. I'm almost at the end. I don't know. What the hell? So am I bleeding because of the period? I mean, am I bleeding because I'm at the end? Am I bleeding because I'm dying? Am I bleeding because the birth control is forcing me to bleed, and it's like, bitch, we don't want to bleed no more, right? I don't know. So we'll see what my doctor says. 2.3, 2.3, and it's a 2.5 menopause. Bitches, I told you something was wrong. I told you something was up. Do I know my body or what? Shit. Anywho, I don't know what's going on, but things not telling me how much I'm doing. The fuck? Anyhow, he wants to try and do progesterone with him. She says I'm still in perimenopause. Oh, I'm post. It was a breeze. Oh, D, I hate people like you. I stuck my tongue out at D because it was a breeze. Hi, Jackie. Oh, shit balls. Drake, you put up red ribbon, blue shit. What color ribbons you be putting up? Pink? Yeah, my thing's not doing my... Yeah, freedom. I'm 53 and still bleeding with no Motorola. Yeah. So now I'm just waiting to find out if I have endometriosis or something, you know. My mom had it at 50, so the biopsy will tell me on Wednesday. But I knew it. Things are changing. Things are more intense. And I'm on the birth control pill to keep me at bay. Shit. And it's like trying to break through, bitch. But I ain't getting off a birth control pill unless I can have nobody. Drake, I think you need to stand in front of the fucking door and say, I put these out here for all you bitches, and nobody's respecting my effort to support thy woman. Put it the fuck on. And that was from the words of Danielle Behar Salinger. Do you know who she is? Yeah, no. It is, Barbara. I love it. I'm on the pill. I'm on the pill because I have problems with my hormones. I've been on the pill for 10 years since I've been in peri. Yeah, but the last 6 months, I told you all, something is not right. Something is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Something inside my fallopian tube. Yeah. Oh, they'll know who I am. Everybody knows, Drake. Come on. Shit. What are you saying, Drake? Nobody knows me? I bet you one of those women know who I am. I bet you at least two of those women watch me too. And then you could bond and have Danielle conversations. Wouldn't that be fun? Try it. Put a sign in the doorway too. Do any of y'all follow Mrs. D-Cell NorCal? And if you do, come see me at my desk. We're gonna have weekly meetings. Yeah. Oh, you got it. Oh shit. What? Somebody at work knows who I am? What? And you fought with her? Did you put up your dukes? God, I love that. Please tell me it was a big ordeal. I love it. I love the drama. He said he defended me with a woman in his work. Say that again. Say that again, Betsy. Say that again. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Lord. So I'm late because, well, we had a little catastrophe this morning. My 30, you go intensive. Yeah, so we'll see. Carrie, we'll see. I go in Wednesday for the biopsy. So I'm sure if I don't hear from her, I'll hear from her on Wednesday. And they'll find out what it is. If it's endometriosis, shit. Maybe I'll have to get a hysterectomy. Fuck, I'm such a troublemaker. God damn. It's every day for me. I got lucky that, oh good, not your business. Next year, double mastectomy. That scares me. That scares me. They call me a psycho. I'm an abuser. You should have cold cocked her in the nose. Take this. That's from me. Take this one, and that's from Danielle. How about that for abuse, fucker? I'm an abuser. God. This was in the workplace. Drake had to come to my honor for defending me. She, of course. So, of course, I got mad. Sure, you could have hit her. Speaking of abuse, bitch. Two? How do you have two hysterectomies? Did you grow a second one? I don't know. Hi, Jade. Good for you, girl. It would be like hard to bike ride today. The wind force is horrible. My girls are tired and sad, so I'm excited about getting new happy ones. Yes! New, cute, perky, new ones. Can you keep your nipple? Do you know? Or are they getting rid of all of it? I think a tattoo nipple would be cool. Actually, I don't even know. You know, if I had to have, oh no, Wendy. If I had to have a mastectomy and then reconstructive, and I had to get rid of my nipples, I don't know if I would just say fuck it. Unless it was weird for Dan. But I don't think he would care. He would probably say don't get the reconstructive, but I would. But I don't even know if I would put a nipple on there. How do y'all feel about that? I don't know. I mean, the only person who would see it would be me. Would it be weird to see a titty with no nipple? Probably, but I don't know. What do you think? And do the tattoo nipples look cute? Or, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I would. I don't think it would bother me or make me feel less than a woman or whatever. I would be happy that I'm alive. A face with no nose. And it probably could. I could rethink that, you know, because nipple sparring is a higher risk. I have went back and forth about it. Oh, he's a tattoo artist? That's badass. Yeah, that's cool. So maybe just get rid of them and call it a day. That way you don't have to think about it. I think if it came to that for me and putting them back, it still created a little risk of something coming back, I would just get rid of it all. Yeah, let it go, I think. It's not worth the stress, you know, if you're gonna go under anyway for having both removed, just do it right the first time. You know what I mean? And then you decide if you want to tattoo your nipple. You know, if it doesn't bother you or your husband. I don't think I would do it for my husband though. You know, I don't think I would, because I don't think a true gentleman wouldn't say, oh honey, you know, that freaks me out. You know, I don't think they would, but I would do it for myself if I felt uncomfortable or less than or whatever it happens. But if I could take it off, I don't want to deal with any potentials. So, I mean, same with my uterus. If they need it gone, I'm going to be nervous, but get it out. If it's going to cause me this much trouble, suck it out. I don't want it. So then my friend proceeds to tell me that I'm still, based on my numbers, I'm still fertile. Oh yeah, That's cool. Yeah. It's more for us, I think, our vanity. So she told me, well, if you're menopause, I mean, there could be a slight chance. My doctor says, you're done, right? You're done with the pill. You know, I'll give you, you know, estrogen patches or pills or whatever it'll take to keep me the same. Because obviously I'm on the pill. It sucks it up, you know? It's like, ooh, estrogen. Yum. So I don't know what I would do. I just had a brain fart, and I promise you I didn't even have gummies. This is menopausal brain. It's not just gummy brain, it's menopausal. I was talking about nipples. I was talking about booze. Oh, you had it, not your husband. Jeez, yeah, at this point, who cares about nipples? Yeah, so I don't know, ablation or whatever they still be. Oh, thank you, Kim. Shit, I need people keeping notes for me. I could still be fertile. Yes. So she told me, well, Danielle, you got to be careful, right? Because you could get pregnant. No, I can't. Half oops. Because Dan's fixed. And if for some reason, hold on, and it's not like I have side boyfriends, only on the internet, but we don't meet in person. So I'm protected from pregnancy. And if I got pregnant, most of you know what I would do. Yeah. Nope. No baby. No more babies coming out of my vagina. Yep. Sorry. Nope. Not at 50. Nope. Not gonna happen. My body's in menopause. Right? What the hell kind of baby would that be? A menopausal baby? Hell fucking no. I live in California, thank the Lord, because if I get pregnant, there you have it. So, anywho, and you can all judge away, you know, shit. Well, I'm not planning on baby. California Vic, I'm fucking going on 51. You think I would squeeze out another kid? Now, Dan would think it would be wicked cool. I would think wicked not. And I wouldn't care. Sorry. See you in a couple hours. Can you come pick me up? I keep telling Mom, look, I had life insurance. Oh, shit. First time in suffering. Stop it. Your mom had twins? She was fucking crazy. And if you're a twin, well, that's fucking crazy. No, I know. You have to make light of it. So I would, no way. I wouldn't do it. There would be no way in hell that could you imagine? Stop it right now. Could you imagine me getting pregnant, that's because her body was going through menopause, Melvin, and that shit was splitting and cracking and shit wasn't right. That's why she had twins. That would be just my luck, you know? Well, twins don't run in my family. Well, it does now. Get rid. Abort the mission. I was 39 when my son was born. I'm 58, we'll be 59. He's the youngest of 4. With, food power. Yeah, There's a difference between having a baby at 40 or 39. My friend did too. She had a baby at 41. That's different. 41 and 51 are completely, the older you get, the higher the percentage you have twins. See, I told you. Melvin, because it's our shit inside. Our ovaries and our fucking convoluted shit that is dying pushes out these fucking double eggs. It's not right. Are my comments being filtered? Maybe. TikTok does that. What was going on this morning? I can't really go into detail. It involved grandpa, and a big mess. So I get a call. Danielle! Danielle! I need you! What is this? What the fuck do you think it is? Anyhow, hey beach man, how you doing? We're talking about menopause and shit. We're just talking about the normal shit. Catastrophe this morning. No falls or anything like that. Just, shit that I had to clean and, just go, love spending my mornings like this. So everybody that bitches about me, you think I enjoy this? No! You do it out of love, compassion, empathy. There you have it. 53 November. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, horrible. Hello from cold Cali. 39, desperately for a baby. When she had me, oh no. 47? Hell no. 47, no. You guys, I'm so afraid of twins. Yes, because if you're doing IVF, girl, you can have 3 or 4. Shit. Then what do you do? No way. If I knew there were 4 babies inside of me, nope. Wouldn't do it. Sorry. Get them out. Not gonna happen. There's no. Men can have a baby at 50. Yes. Not women. Do you know, Drake, you have been here long enough to know what is happening inside my body. Do you think I want to try and play YOLO? No. With the health of a child? No. All right. Now that you answered that one correctly, do you think I have the patience to deal with another Salinger who needs help? No. I've got enough Salingers tugging. I just spit. I have enough Salingers tugging on my coat strings. I need this. I need that. Danielle! Ugh. I was all over the place this morning. Vacuuming, cleaning up dog hair, fucking laundry, business, videos. Danielle! Shit. No. And then I need to add a fucking screaming ass baby who needs some titty? No. Endometriosis. I think it's just genetic. My mom had it, so. No, that's the other Dan. Drake. Dan, if I got pregnant, I guarantee you, he would say, we need to keep it. He is that convoluted and delusional that he would want me to have it. But I wouldn't. I don't care. No way in hell. My body, my choice, my sanity. Shit. My friends had one at 53. Stop it. Yeah, but her body didn't do it. She prepared for it. That's different. I could not imagine. No. Nope. Not gonna happen. Go. Change your name so you don't have to hear it anymore. Monique. My new name is Monique. No. So no. There's a difference, I think, of having a surrogate versus allowing a 50-year-old body to do it. No. Y'all are drinking the crazy juice this morning, especially Drake. His panties are in a twist because the women aren't using his ribbons. And I get that. Hi, Debbie. I'm over. There is no baby. There is no, what? Baby fever? I'm already broke. I'm already broke. What the hell? Diapers and formula added to the fucking bill list? No! Wipes! Oh, I already buy those. Because, you know, sometimes you need a little handy wipe, you know, to do the job good. But it goes well with a bidet, just saying. Nothing like a clean swipe. And sometimes when you wipe too much, you get a little raw on the backside. And you may not be fully clean. The wipe mixed with the bidet helps it. For all of you people needing to know, now you know. You're welcome. Shop is closed. It's been closed for over 20 years. And the shop was really closed with the 20-year-old that's here. I was already done. I was almost 30. I was like, I wanted all my babies by 30, and Dan stuck it to me right before I turned 30. I grew that fucker. Andrew. But what a sweet kid he is, right? Buy me a crib, a car seat. Fuck you, Drake. Fuck you. Yeah, no thank you. Nope. And this is why, never mind. Don't get into it. Don't get into it. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. So, anywho, how y'all today? It's Friday. It's cool and windy here. My yard's a mess, but no sense of doing anything because it's still gonna get messy, you know? Nothing much going on today. We have a live later. I'm gonna putz around. Woo! I gotta pee. I just felt a little tinkle. It's failing. Is it? Hold on, give me a minute. Was that a tinkle or just sweat or something else? Uh-oh. Hold on. Emergency. Good thing I went in. Grandpa was just rummaging in his room. So I sat him down. I was a little worried. Only because I'll tell you. Because I didn't. Normally on my period, right? It's literally I bleed all week and I bleed into the next pillowcase. So which means today I would be bleeding. And tomorrow. But I thought it was a little surprise because I didn't put anything in because I've been dry. So it was something, but it wasn't urine or anyhow. It wasn't from the backside either. I'll let your women decipher what that is. But Grandpa was up, so anywho, yeah. So we talked about that. We talked about a 2.3, menopause is 2.5. So I'm nearing the end, right? I'm nearing the end. Also, I went for my PT. Remember my shoulder and all that stuff. So she touched my C4, C5, and she was like, oh yeah, your C4, C5. Definitely why your shoulder got hurt. Definitely why you had pain. It's like my neck was protruding from all the stress and the tension. So now I have to go have an MRI. Yeah, MRI. So they're gonna schedule that, and then I have to go because I'm in so much pain with my neck. So I need the MRI in order to go to the pain doctor. So, oh, you guys, I swear to God, if it's not one thing, it's another. So, MRI, then pain doc, because of my neck. Do I drink milk? No, I hate milk. So, anyhow, I'm hurting. Every day. Like, Dan's looking at me like, where did this come from? Where did this come from? So basically when I was rear-ended a couple years ago, yes, that's why I have neck problems, where they did a CT, because I immediately had a headache. So they were like, you gotta go, just to make sure you don't have anything. So I went in and he's like, yeah, your C4, C5 is arthritic, but other than that, right? So I literally have arthritis in my C4, C5. And it only gets worse, right? When you have stress and you have all the TMJ and everything's interconnected. So my TMJ is not gonna get better unless I relax the neck, right? So we're doing PT, but we're chasing our tails because we need to band-aid the other problems to get my muscles and everything used to being normal and not always going in a spasm. So Dan's just like looking like, what does your PT know, And I'm like, dude, I'm always in pain. I just don't always share it, but I'm always in pain. Always. And then the shoulder was a part of that, my issue, my neck issue, right? With plastic, yeah. So anyhow, I'm falling apart, y'all, and Drake wants me to have a baby. So, I mean, could you imagine? Yeah, so anyhow, Dan just looking at me like, oh, so your PT says that and then she's the doctor? Well, yeah, because if you look at my records that I've been going to her for a year now, it's always my C4, C5, my TMJ, and my skeletal shit. So, yes, I'm gonna listen to her. And yes, I need the referral so I can see what is going on. And yes, so, Cindy, the Terminator, yeah. So I have a lot of things coming on the horizon before the end of the year. Who knew at 50 I was gonna be disabled? Anywho, so you gotta make fun of it. Okay, another thing, I bought some stuff on the TikTok shop. And I put them in my showcases, right? Oh, and Elko Boulevard. Oh God, terror. And so I bought some things, and if I like them, I don't always ask for free samples because there may be times I don't want to do videos or be forced to do a video on things that, and if you ask for free products, you have to. And I just feel uncomfortable all the time. So I bought a whole bunch of different things. I bought a cute little butter dish. Oh my God, it's the cutest thing ever. I bought another couple of the wine aerators for presents. And I owe one to my sister-in-law for her birthday. That was in August. Yeah. And I got the sensor lights. So I got the sensor lights because I wanted some for my pantry, right? And then I wanted to put some in the bathroom underneath the, it's not fun, Cami. I'm in a lot of pain. The neck pillow, I saw that. I've had several neck pillows, Sadie, and you can only really sleep one way in a neck pillow. And I'm all over the place. So that's why I won't ask. They've asked me to do, give me a free sample, but I don't want to be forced because I already know you can't sleep multiple ways, you know? So I won't do it because I don't want to, you know, tell you guys, oh, this is great, you know, without it being totally great. If you sleep in one place on your back, it's great. But I can tell you a simpler, way that doesn't cost any money for you to have relief in neck pain. You roll up a little towel, you put it under your neck, voila. I saved you $30. So anywho, I bought the sensor lights and I thought it would be a great way, right? All y'all, you need a night light. You need to put a clock in Grandpa's room. You should put sound machines in Grandpa's room. Well, let me tell you a little bit about my night. Are you ready? Okay. So I have 2 orders of sensor lights coming in. So I put one sensor light in the bathroom underneath the cabinet because the guy needs to see. Even though he doesn't think he needs to see, I want him to see so that way he can watch where the fuck he's going. Hi, cue ball. I just fed the cows cooked chicken. Well, it's better than, you know, moon pies and chips and flour and cornmeal and all the other fucking shit I see on your page. Gosh, must be your cows. Anywho, so there's only one sensor. And he was going crazy. Every time he walked in, this sensor goes off, right? So he turns on and off the lights after he's gone down to the bathroom. I left him there thinking, hopefully, he's got to stop. At some point, he's got to stop flipping on the lights, right? Because he's trying to turn them off. So, didn't happen. So I got up 20 minutes later, put him to bed. What am I doing wrong? You're not doing anything wrong. It's a sensor. It goes on so you can see and goes off. Oh, okay. So then this morning, 4:30 in the morning, same thing. Lights are going on and off. You know, our room's illuminating on and off. I stayed in bed. I was like, I'm not getting up this time. So Dan finally got up and, Dad! Get back to bed! How do you turn these lights off? You don't! Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Terror Bear. Holy shit. That's a huge payout. Anyhow, so, we'll see how this goes. Dan might rip those off, but we know we need him to see, right? I mean, he's a fall risk. And I'm trying to be sneaky. It didn't work. So, fuck. Here we go. He's kind of laid off the gate in the last couple days. Not to say it will happen like that for the remainder of the time, but he has laid off the gate, which is good. So I was up a lot last night because Grandpa trying to figure out how to turn the censored lights off. Yay. You know, and I wish I could shake him. You know, I wish I could shake him and say, buddy, it's okay. You know, it's here for your safety. You don't realize it. Now, some of you are thinking you should say that anyway. No, sometimes I do, but I'm not going to keep repeating. It's annoying after a while, right? So you keep it simple. You don't have to worry about it. Nope, don't worry about it in my house, right? Because when you say my house, it makes him calm down, right? Because he's like, oh, good, I'm not paying for it. Well, good thing, they're chargeable. More work for me because you walk in the bathroom so much. So I'll have to charge those fuckers up a lot. So anywho, it is what it is. No, so the whole thing with the walker and the cane, you guys, he doesn't think he's 92, right? No, he doesn't think he's 92. And you know how many times I had, the walker out and you got to use this. I'm not using that. I don't need that. For what? And Ed's going to be like that till the day he dies. So no, it's not something that would be able to be used. I know, and these sensors are really cool, Tear Bear, because they go on and they stay on while you're done in the bathroom. So they're really cheap and you just have to charge them depending on, I don't know yet. I just put them in yesterday. So I have them in my pantry and in Ed's bathroom. So I'll be able to see, what how long they take. The bathroom he's in and out a lot at night. So we'll see. So that was my experience last night. Didn't sleep as well as I was sleeping. Tear Bear, I bought them. They're on my Amazon account. I'm not my Amazon account, my TikTok shop. So they're on my TikTok shop. So if you go to my showcase, you'll see it. And it's like, I think for 4 of them, it's like $30 or something. And they're chargeable. So I think they're really cool. It's really hard to explain to someone. No, it's so hard. And when they, I had to calm down my son while bitching at my husband. It's hard. I started changing at 40. It didn't go away completely until I was 50. Yeah, and I started at 36. And that's why, hi Guax. That's why they put me on birth control pills. Yeah, so, anywho. So that's it. Nothing much else today. We did find out that we do have to change a part of one of the ads we did because the people who wrote the script decided they don't like the script. So we need to shoot a little segment. So we'll do that tomorrow. Football season. Oh, good, Tara. I yell so much and I'm shocked at what comes out of my mouth. When you're frustrated, right? I mean, shit just starts flying, right? When you're frustrated, things just come out and, it surprises me sometimes because I try to be good, but frustration is frustration no matter what and no matter how you want to tune it or do it. I was going to tell you how good my son is. Squirrel. I read one of your things, but he's such a good kid. He woke up this morning on his day off to take his best friend's brother to school around the corner. He needed a ride. His parents weren't there, so they called Andrew, and Andrew did it. He's really a good kid. Anyway, he just drove home, and it sort of reminded me. I was going with the oopsie mistake, but the mistake actually has pleasured my life really well. So, get a Sally. I have plenty of male Sallys. Yes. I have plenty of male Sallys. One is called the Purple Sucker, and it's really nice. But I gotta be in the mood. Gotta charge it up. You gotta clean it up. You gotta, make sure there's not gonna be any interruptions. And at night, it's like, a lot of times what happens is we're in bed and we start, playing a little bit, and then the light goes on in the bathroom, right? Then it's like, fuck, there we go, gotta pause. And then one of us has to get up and get him to bed, and then you come back again and start playing, and then you hear him shuffling out again. So a lot of times what's happening is he thinks he has to go to the bathroom. He hasn't gone to the bathroom. Then he goes back to bed, and then like yesterday he was driving me nuts because he walked back and forth to the bathroom so many times. Now, put on super speed. There's not enough time for that. I have to really relax. And when I know somebody's up or has the potential of being up, it doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. I wish it did. I don't even know how far I've gone. I've been running for 45 minutes. So I'll run for another 5 minutes. So, anywho, by the third time you get in bed, it's like, forget it, right? Forget it. So I know. So Carrie, he brought his amp downstairs like this week, but now he's going to the gym every night. Yeah, it's probably his prostate. He always complained about that before. And now, you know, a lot of times, you know, at 92, certain things happen, right? Like certain things happen to women. And so a lot of times he'll probably have already gone and thinks he has to go, right? And then goes, but he's already gone, you know, type of a thing. So, you know, it just comes with the age, and all your connectors are misfires, you know? They're misfiring. So that happens a ton, right? It happens a ton. And it's just the facts of life, right? It's just the facts of life. Hi, Charlotte. Hello, hi. I bet you have a cool morning like we do. So, yeah, and just things that, just like he can't feel when he's full anymore, right? So his constant getting up is the misfires. Because a lot of times he doesn't go to the bathroom because it's already been done, especially at night. So I think it's a delayed reaction. And so sometimes he changes in the middle of the night himself. We don't even know. And sometimes he changes, but forgets to put on an undergarment. And when that happens, well, you have a big mess. You have a big mess. Why are you telling this man's story to the world without his consent? I will never watch you again. You're mean. Lisa, you're the mean one. And if you stay, obviously you're a watcher. You will know there's a lot of people in the same situation or going into the same situation. If you know anything about Ed, he consents. He knows he's being aware of everything that's happening. He may not have short-term memory, but he has long-term memory. And when you tell him it's about the show, he remembers. So get over yourself and your judgy eyes, because you're the ugly one, not me. I am helping other people in this journey that they are taking too, as well. So if you think that's too private, you need to get over yourself and understand that reality is reality, whether you want to hear it or not. And I don't think this is the channel for you. Because when you come on here calling me mean, when you're the one attacking me, girl, I don't need you. Yeah, I don't need you. And it also helps me, right? Because there's other people doing it in the same boat, fucking, that I am, for fuck's sake. And I learn from my fellow caregivers. What a shame. God awful. I am such a horrible person. Jesus criminy sakes. Yeah. It's the facts of life. The facts of life. You get older and things start changing. And we all leak every day. I'm a leaker, you're a leaker. Wouldn't you like to be a leaker too? I talk about my leaking. Oh no, private. And I'm being very discreet in how I communicate things, right? Oh no, I'm the bitch. Can you believe that? Anyhow, we all leak. Wouldn't you like to be a leaker too? Ooh, ooh. We pass gas. Thank you, Suzanne. As women, we have discharge, which is normal, right? If you have a yeast infection, it turns green sometimes or yellow, and that's when you know you need antibiotics. I have a vagina. Lisa, you have a vagina. I have nipples. Lisa, you have nipples. Yeah. Oh no. Shit. I also took a poop this morning, and I'm due for another one because I at least poop twice in the morning time. Lisa, do you poop? I can tell you when Ed poops. He's on a schedule too, but I don't think anybody wants to know about that. So you got a glitch. It could be mine too. I mean, you got to remember that we're on so many different servers, right? So many different servers. Okay, I ran for 50 minutes. I don't know how many miles because it didn't show. Yeah, I can ignore the dummies. I have to have fun with the dummies because, I love the way they attack me. God, you're mean. Am I though? Am I really mean? You're the ones who came on my live attacking me, but it's me. Yeah, makes sense. It's me. Anyhow, I don't know. Andrew just sent me a picture. Hi, Mihai. Is that how you say it? I think you're being honest, and that's why you have followers. And I'm just trying to be as classy as I can talking about those things, right? Because it happens, right? It is what it is. I can't change the facts, and sometimes you guys ask questions. Sometimes, people ask questions, and it's hard because you want to keep a certain, you want to keep things private as much as possible, but people have serious questions that they need to answer, so I try to do it, as, as respectful as I can, without it being truthful, with it being truthful, because I'm not here to lie or blow sunshine up everybody's asses. At 92, whether you have dementia or not, you're bound to have some issues, right? Oh, I'm having issues at 50. I'm having issues at 50. So imagine what my issues are going to be at 92. I will probably be in an undergarment way before 92. I mean, let's be real. And I'm not embarrassed to say it, right? I'm not embarrassed. I think he has to pee, then he can't, then he has to go again, but the third time, I'm cranky. Yes, I do too, Slick. And that's what's really frustrating, is like, you just went to the bathroom. No, I didn't. And you can't help it because the frustration's there, because I have to stop what I'm doing and take him again to the bathroom, right? Because he's not stable. So it's frustrating. It's frustrating. And you can't help but to react sometimes. Throughout the whole day, I can curtail some of my reactions. But by the end, I can't, right? By the end of the day, I am done. My patience is gone because it's not easy. Sorry, I'm truthful about it. Sorry, I tell you the God's honest truth. And sorry, this is my life, and I'm allowed to talk on it, right? And he forgets where the bathroom is. It's really funny. In the morning, he knows when I point. It's that way, because I don't take him to the bathroom all the time. Dan gets mad at me, but I'm not gonna sit my whole day taking him to the bathroom. Not gonna do it. So if that's something he wants to do, then he's gonna have to hire somebody to do that, because I am too busy to stop as many times as he thinks he's gone and he hasn't, or vice versa. I do not have the time in the day to walk him to the bathroom every 30 seconds. And I won't. So in the day, I point and he goes, oh yeah, that's down that way. In the afternoon, it switches, right? And he thinks my under the stairs closet is the bathroom. It's weird how the day splits. One time, he knows, right? Oh yeah, it's down there. Okay, I see it. And then in the afternoon, he thinks, this? No. So a lot of times, if you're caregiving for somebody who's very routine and everything throughout the day is quite the same, it's hard to not already be frustrated given the time of day and knowing it's going to happen, right? You know it's going to happen. The irritation is building. Once you hear, I've got to go to the bathroom, fuck, for 30 seconds after he just returned and I just walked him down, it gets frustrating. Yes. Oh no. I'm admitting true emotions. Holy all hell. God forbid I say what I'm feeling, right? And my feelings are valid, whether you nannies out there want to agree or not. Ed has not gotten marks for a year. We have had him full time, yeah. So no, we don't get any self-care at all. We get self-care separately, not together anymore. We just don't. I'm not an alien, no. Dan is though, but don't tell him I let it, yeah. Thanks, Salt Wife. It is, and I have, and Dan gets mad at me sometimes because I don't walk him to the bathroom. And I said, well, you can do it. I'm busy doing something, he just went. I'm not going to continue doing it for nothing. He can walk right now, and I have cleared so much shit out of my house that if he falls along the way, he's not going to get that hurt, I mean, he could hurt himself, but the idea of him it's gonna happen, you guys. I mean, I can't prevent everything. And most of the falls have happened when Dan was been near him. And how many times when I'm walking around with him, or I know he's unstable, he tends to get more unstable towards the end of the day. So then I pay a little bit more attention to him. But in the morning time, he pretty much sits for a majority of the morning, unlike when I just went in the bathroom and he was in his room rummaging through his wallet, but I wanted him safe in here sitting and not walking when I'm outside. So, but for the most part, it is what it is. You cannot prevent everything that's going to happen. And so I am not going to, I don't have that time to sit and do that every day. Yeah, it's large. Well, Slick, you had also, as a hairdresser, he's fucking 92 and 6. He's obviously going to fall. Nothing you can do. Yes, I mean, we can be right by his side and he still falls. You do the best you can, honestly. That's it. I mean, you do the best you can. He's here. He's with family where he wants to be. He's well fed. He is bathed. I give him haircuts. I do. Betsy, did you order Betsy? I trim his toenails. I put moisturizer on his face. I have a turmeric vitamin C moisturizer I put on his face after every shower, other than this morning because Dan put him in the shower. And I put deodorant on him. Dan doesn't. He just dresses him. So I'll have to, he hates my haircut. Oh, Guaco, I have a lot of Texas shirts. My friend Lisa makes sure she sends me like one a month. Pretty soon, I'm gonna have to make like a quilt of Texas or something. So anyway, he's, even with the agitation, yesterday I was irritated with him because he went to the bathroom and I was trying to finish. I rearranged a little bit. I wanted to, remember I told you guys, you plucked your butt hair? Because you probably plucked your skin. Jesus. As Carrie, we all get kinds of grief for falls. Yeah, and anyhow, so I was cleaning out, before I answer your questions, I was cleaning out I did that yesterday. And I always do it at the wrong time. Because then, he's up, I should have known better, but I'm a glutton for punishment. And Tear Bear, what gave it away? Are you gonna not like me anymore? It shouldn't matter, even if you don't agree. Anyhow, so, and it just seems like every time I'm in the middle of something big like that, he's got to go to the bathroom 50,000 times. And I'm like, for the love of God, Ed, sit down. I just went to the bathroom. You just went to the bathroom. I did not. Yes, you did. Don't tell me I went to the bathroom. Okay, fuck. Go! And then I have to walk out. I don't walk into the bathroom, but then I have to bring it back. And guess what happens? I'm almost done. I'm getting there, right? 5 more times, I gotta go take a pee. You do not have to take a pee, right? I do. Fuck! Go! Finally, last time I was like, you need to sit down. I don't care if you have to pee one more time. You are letting me finish, and then I will come get you. And he was like, all right. I said, did you hear me? Now don't forget. And coincidentally, he didn't get up anymore until I finished. And then I just finished, and 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 then he got up and I said, Dan! And then I kind of freaked out at him again. And Dan's like, Danielle, just explain to him. I said, you haven't been home for the last 45 minutes. You don't know how many times I've already explained it. It's your turn. Do it. It's still 4 o'clock. I have to shower. Grandpa has to shower. I have to get his dinner ready. And I have a member live to do. Can you do it? You've been gallivanting around all day, in and out of the house. I'm busy. Okay. And then he walks by and glares at me. You know, sometimes I lose my shit. But there's times that I hate when he does that because he loses his shit all the time, right? But he criticizes me for losing my shit, right? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? God, I hate that. That triggers me. Like he's better than me. Excuse me, bruh. Yeah, no. Yes, I literally, here's the thing. I call undergarments. Undergarments. I think that is respectable. Paula, how do you know he's not? Right? How do you know he's not? And the thing is that, you know, undergarments are necessary. Most, I bet you, for majority of the people over 90, right? Come on. Does anybody know any 90-year-olds that don't have undergarments on? Shit, half of the older generation in their 80s are wearing undergarments. Bloomers. I love them. I love it. So he doesn't realize that there's undergarments on, right? So, you know, I don't know, sometimes he'll call them, you know, by the baby terminology. And sometimes he, you know, my underpants, you know, or they forget him. He forgot him. He changes himself sometimes, and he forgot, and that's why I had a big mess this morning. So yes, it's a tedious job, you guys. I was just coming outside, and I may have to wear undergarments. I should technically wear undergarments, poise pads, poise, or what it depends, or whatever. Shit. You don't shit on yourself. You don't have to shit to wear undergarments. So you have to, you pee if you leak. Some people get incontinence super early. Anywho, enough about Ed's undergarments. We call them either unders or just pads. Oh, if you need that, I have him in extra large. Kids? Oh, he's tiny then. He's in, is he in overnights? You're reminding your child and family members who has neurological disorders. You? Just kidding. I do. My dad lived to 98 and never needed undergarments. What? Wow. That's pretty badass. I mean, that's pretty, we all leak from somewhere. Sometimes I'm leaking in 2 places. Oh, you don't have it. Who has it? Are you talking about Ed? I'm your son. What's wrong with your son? Anywho. Yeah, that's crazy. Because statistically, he is okay, Jody. He's bruised up on his arm, which is to be expected, in his hand. He has a really weird bruise, like in his inner finger. So yeah, poor guy. He was more scared than anything. You guys, you know, that's what is the whole painful. If you heard him the other night and you heard him and he's like, I fell, what happened? You know, he's so shocked and so scared at that moment because he doesn't understand. And to look in his eyes, you know, and to see that scaredness. I mean, it breaks my heart. So it breaks my heart, because he is so petrified, you know, and you have to just, it's okay. You just, you know, trip and, you know, your feet. I'm going to go get him some Vans because I think the Vans would be better. These ones, the Skechers, and I forgot about this, they loosen up over time. I'm curious about those women's underwear that you can supposedly wear to prevent period leaks. You know, I've had some friends that have bought them and they're like $50. Yeah, no. He couldn't wear Birkenstocks because he can't, no, he needs something that's secure. Yeah, he's okay. And that's the whole thing, is that it's the scariness, you know, the petrifying, like, what happened? Why did I fall? You know? And he's so scary, and it just breaks my heart. It just breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. That look of so petrified, that's the word. He is petrified in those moments. And, you know, afterwards, we got off the live pretty abruptly. I walked by him after, I walked by him after I got off the live, and he was sitting on the toilet, and, you know, he was looking at himself. And this was a good 15 minutes after the fall. And I walked by him, like, I looked at him, and he said, "I fell, Danielle. I don't know how, but I fell." And it was just so sad to see him, you know, as he's sitting there on the toilet, and he's so just scared, and he was on it for a good 40 minutes. So you could see how scared he was, because he remembered it for a long time. I fell, and we were putting him in bed, and, you know, he kept saying, "I fell," you know, and so he's just always so, you know, shocked and so worried that he falls, you know. And it happens. I mean, you know, it happens. So yeah, the reason why, no, I can't. The panty thing gives me the heebie-jeebies, but they also supposed to prevent like leaks, like from urination for women who have incontinence. And my friend said it's really weird because you're literally sitting in a wet, you know, underwear that doesn't leak through, but it's uncomfortable. So if you guys can tolerate that, then maybe, but it's just kind of like, "Hi, Brown, I'm coming in on Friday to Nashville, my hometown." It's like being in a pad. I don't know anybody who can wear a pad. And just that feeling of walking around with mush and gush in there, and you feel it. Like, I just, no thank you. Those underwear are not for me. I'd rather wear and carry like 5 panty liners with me, and every time I go to the bathroom, change them or whatever. Yeah, I wouldn't like that. So I didn't even want to spend $50 to try them out, because I just already know how, you know, I feel with pads and stuff like that, and I can imagine it's the same way. So what happens with the shoes with Ed is, you know, they wear out over time. And so the Velcro, and I remember I bought these damn Skechers before I went to the Avias, and the Avias fit him better. But he can't have anything light. Remember, last year, he took a really big fall. Hey Dude sent him some shoes, and Andrew ended up taking them, but they were just too light. I think it's just too light for him. Slippers are not good either because they're too light. He needs stability. The soles need to be really thick and stable. And the slip-ons are better. So I'm thinking Vans might really work for him, because they're slip-on, and I was thinking about getting him some checkered Vans. Dan has a pair. I was going to try Dan's on him to see how he could walk in them, but Dan's foot is so much fatter than Ed's, and I think it would be too loose. So I think I'm going to get him a pair of Vans and see how that goes, and see if he can wear them. I just got to remember, Vans run high or low, bigger than normal. So Hoka's, I don't want anything to tie, because he fiddles with the tying, and I don't need him falling over. So yeah, the medical stores, and he goes through like the Skechers were like $80 or something ridiculous, you know, and it's crazy that they only last for a couple months, and he doesn't even really walk around that much. The Vias were a little bit cheaper, and they were more narrow, and he was able to tighten them he likes his shoes really tight. Oh, good, Rita. I can't wait. So yeah, nothing that ties. We don't want anything that ties, because he fiddles with the ties, and we don't want him bending over. You guys, can you imagine? Hi, Diane, I'm here. So yeah, I'll probably just go or look online and buy him some Vans. We have Tilly's over here, but Tilly's is such a ripoff. I don't know if I'll do that, but I'll look online and see if I can get some. How's Dan and Grandpa? Dan is on a walk, and Grandpa is fine. Tom, yeah, but it's too light. too light. He needs a thick sole. He needs a thick sole. I'm telling you guys, you could always use elastic laces. I don't even know what that is. I have no tie laces. They work really well and are tight, but so comfortable. Yeah, I can't do those for Ed. Ties are just miserable. Is Dan retired actually, or just trying it out? Daniel, he's pretty much retired. I mean, he'll take on some cases. He's helping a friend of mine do some things, but you know, he's pretty much finishing up the last bit of hard cases, but I don't think he's really going to work anymore. I mean, yeah, I saw the New Balance. I did. I saw that. The SAS shoes. Yeah, you know, we have a store here. Maybe I'll go into. I can't take him though because he'll look at the price and he'll literally flip out. He'll literally start yelling and screaming, and I don't need that. So I literally have to just take him. He's typically like a 9.5. The Skechers I bought, the 9.5s were too small, and the 10s are still a little bit too big. So I don't know. No, he's embarrassing. I mean, he'll literally flip. You know, you're talking about a really cheap individual. And so we used to not give him menus at the restaurant. Now I think he's beyond that. And Mark used to say, it's buy one, get one free, Dad. Because if he got a hold of a menu, Jesus Christ, I'm not spending $15 on a salad. This is highway robbery. You know, and you're like, Jesus Christ, you know. So, yeah, no. Yeah, I got them in for on my on clouds. The ties are bungee ones. Oh, really? Oh. On clouds make stretchable ones? Maybe I'll check into something like that. I don't know. Oh, thanks, Randall. Yeah, so anyhow, he's I don't know if I could literally take him into, I really should, because if I go to a walking shoe store, those shoes are going to be like $100 or more. So I probably should have him fitted. And he's got a really narrow foot, so that's a problem for a lot of things too. Treat myself to a vacation. I'm going away for like 3 days. Yay me. What is it? Was it his own law firm? Yes. Like some people have 401k or investment property. Oh, Daniel, do you want me to send you my bank account information and all my investments and everything else we have? My properties, or would you like the whole financial planning? What are you going to do with it? Here's the thing that you should realize. Kind of rude to ask what somebody's economic status is. Obviously, if he is retiring from a well-paid job, we obviously have things lined up. We obviously, right? You can't just quit and not have any income coming in, right? Yeah. But yeah, you don't ask those questions. At least I wouldn't. Yeah, Van's worked for PAP. He has narrow feet, helped with yes, and I'm thinking they would. Over the years, Daniel, we have bought investment properties, yeah, because he's self-employed. You know, I didn't work. And now we don't have as many as we used to because, you know, as self-employment goes, you safeguard your assets and you sell and do what you got to do to get through the months that you can't do it, or the years, or whatever it is that's going, yeah. So basically, Dan and I now do social media. And when that tanks, well, Dan's going to have to figure it out, not me. How about them apples? Because he's supposed to provide for the family. He is the man of the family, right? He stopped me from working years ago, so it's his responsibility. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
With my eyes?
Yeah. With that look. You have such a judgy look to you. You come in and you're like this.
I'm just always listening to what you're saying. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have a judgy look.
He comes in looking at me like this, like disgust. Like, what is my disgusting wife talking about now? God, such love in his eyes. What? Did you see? Did you see the love in his eyes? That was judgy eyes. They're watching you. They're always watching you. I get judgy eyes from the participants in these chats, and I get judgy eyes from my husband. I took him out of his room a good 20 minutes ago, so see if he's still.
Talking to me?
Yeah.
He was in his room?
Yeah, I went to pee and he was in his room, so I put him back at the table. So just double check he's there. It's political though, of course. Rev, considering the two, or did you send me one shirt? A lot of the shirts I can't wear, but I love them. It is Dan's face. He is just, sometimes he's like this, and he's talking to me, and I'm like, are you angry? And he'll release his face, and I'll be like, no, why? I'm like, well, I need to Botox your face so it can't move. I'm standing on a vibration plate. And this helps my bladder. Yep, my bladder. Ex-Olympic snowboarder accused of killing 4 people. Running. Wow. I love it. Yeah, I love it, Pam. It's really helped my bladder. So everybody judges me. Yeah. No, Dan couldn't survive. Rental properties suck though, especially when you're the one taking care of them. So I only have one left. Yeah, I only have one left. But at one point we had 5. That's when I bought my Louis Vuitton bags. I paid myself for managing. Back in the day, I paid myself for managing my properties. And so I bought myself a Louis Vuitton bag. And that's really when I had excess money. I don't really, y'all know my detriment. But anyhow, back in the day, I had a lot of money. It was really nice. Dan worked. I had a lot of rental income. Bye, Danielle. Jen, it helps tighten up your core. Yeah. Ah!
Damn it. There you go. Go ahead, Dad. Go ahead. Just go. Move, Dad. Move down there. Just carefully. There we go. Your dog. Your dog's in. We're going to walk down here, Pop.
You didn't growl. You didn't growl like you normally growl. That was your
Yeah,
fault.
straight ahead, Pop.
Okay. Hi, Daniel. Good morning, Daniel.
Good morning. It helps with the vagina muscles too. Yeah. And I gave you an explanation the other day about how my tampons normally, when they are very saturated, they slip out. Didn't slip out. Didn't slip out. So if y'all want to buy the one I have, it's on my TikTok shop. My main page, Mrs. D Cell NorCal. The main page, it's on there. It gives me like a couple bucks now. I think I used to make 10, but now I only make like, I don't know, 6 or something like that. It strengthens the pelvic floor. It's good for lymphatic drainage, circulation, and all those things. Yeah. There goes the dog. Yep. I do it for 10 minutes a day after I run. And I'm really not supposed to do a lot of heavy, my PT said, I still bleed. Yeah. A little. Yeah. Well, I'm on birth control. So it's really, I don't itch anymore. A lot of people itch, but I don't itch anymore. I've been doing this for several months. So it doesn't, the FLUPA is FUPing. Well, GSR, this could help the FUPA. Yeah. Yeah, I think this would be really good, and it loosens things up, and it really helps. I'm telling you, this is really amazing. It's on my main showcase, which is my main page. I am trying to, what I'm trying to do is switch over my showcase completely over to my Mrs. D Cell NorCal 3 page, because that's, you know, more about me. It's really, I just had it, I couldn't open it there for, I don't know why, and I had to open it on the main page, and then now, I don't know, I'm trying to switch it all over. So I might do different things. I might do, you know, split it up and do maybe health and beauty on 3, and then do like, if there's any grandpa stuff on that side. I don't know. I haven't decided. I just opened up 3 as well. So it's an option, because sometimes people don't know what side I'm on or what, you know, vagina's trach. Oh, Italian girl, that's good. It is, right? I mean, I don't have that many, so mine don't bring in that much. But they used to bring in a lot. Yeah. Yeah, about that. That's why I had so much excess money. Yeah. But it's a pain to keep up.
You know, it's expensive because then things go wrong with the houses and it's just stressful for me. You cannot call that a muscle. It's a muscle, Drake. We tried to talk about this the other night on the live. We talked about muscles. The vagina is a muscle. Why do you think it contracts and it opens and it contracts and it opens when you have babies? Only muscles can do that. The vagina is a muscle. The labia are not, but the vagina inside the walls are muscles. You can tighten them up. Yeah. So, just a little lesson of the day. So Drake, just a little FYI, the vagina you have fun with is a muscle. She could literally clench inside and you would feel it clenching if she wanted to. And most men can feel the origami, right? Because the vagina walls clench and they quiver and they shake. And then they can feel it. Yeah. My favorite muscle. Kyle says it's his favorite muscle. So really, this is just an automatic 10-minute vagina exercise. Yeah, all done in one. And helps a fupa, what? Right? Drake is just, he's a little young, you know. Even though he explores the vagina, he obviously doesn't know much about it. Drake.
You want to sit down in this chair? You can sit in this chair. There's a chair right there if you want to sit down.
The penis is a muscle.
You can sit right here in the chair.
Hi, Daniel.
We just had this conversation the other night. Drake, were you on?
He'll come back.
Yeah.
The penis is a muscle, just like the vagina is a muscle. Yeah. Drake, the blood flow helps make it bigger, right? But it needs to be, you know. Drake, time for some Google lessons.
Yeah.
What is with people not knowing about their anatomies?
Where are you going to go?
Hold on.
Oh, you just stay there one night.
I hate when these kids use my. Okay.
Anyhow. Hold on, somebody wrote something about the penis. Hold on. The penis isn't actually a muscle. It's mostly made of spongy tissue that fills with blood. Yes, we know that. Yay, it's Friday. It's a muscle, but it's not a muscle. It contains muscle, but it's not a muscle. No, because you can't like make it grow or you can't plump it up like biceps or anything like that. The blood makes it stronger, right? You can't fight with it. You know, you can't grow it. You can't, you know, manipulate it. Well, kind of, but the manipulation is not. It's very difficult. I mean, you have to be careful how you manipulate it because you don't want the Peyronie's disease. It does get lazy. Exercise for my husband. I'm too lazy and tried to do an extra exercise for your husband by clenching. Sometimes if I'm just not into it, you know, and if I'm not into it and I'm just sitting there and giving, you know, him just let him have his pleasure, you know, I'll clench and I'll be like, can you feel that? Can you feel that? How about that? Ed, sit down. Dan!
What?
Sit down, Ed. Sit down.
Yeah.
Sit down.
I didn't know you were there.
Sit down. I know. Sit down, please. Sit there, please.
There was a father who...
I can sit and clench inside right now, like sugar walls, the squeeze, you know, but I just can't not make a face. Like, I feel like I have to, like, women are like, really, Danielle? Yeah, I feel like the only way I can clench is by making a face. So I find that instead of making this, and this is every time I'm squeezing, the vibration plate does it automatically and I don't have to make a face, right? Who makes a face when they clench? That's why they're like, well, do your Kegels. Well, I'm in the car. Oh, girl must be kegling. Drake, you know we do, and that's why you're here. You almost got in a fight over me. I'm still very flattered about that. I'm very flattered. I'm giggling and I'm lifting weights. Oh, shit. So I have to be very careful. I was told that I have to, he wouldn't even hear. He doesn't, he's not observant, you guys. Salingers are not observant people. You know, I can walk in and I can see something change in a heartbeat. Like I can see a frame changed. I can see all sorts of things. Ed, Dan, nothing. Have me walk in with a new Louis Vuitton bag. Now he would notice that in a second. But anything else, wouldn't even know. Wouldn't even know. Ed does not hear. You guys, when I tell you, even before he was sick, he doesn't have deep conversations. He doesn't listen. He's not an active listener. He never has been. Again, that's why my kids could be like, oh, Grandpa, the sky is purple, and I ate a snail. And I'd be like, oh, that's great. Good day then, you know. It was just always the very surfacey, you know, he does what he's supposed to do. How are you doing? How was school? Okay, good. And before the kids were done, right, he didn't care. I mean, he cared, but he didn't care enough to retain or to pay attention to it, right? So he would never hear this conversation, even if he was hearable. Dan is making him, hold on. No, Dan, you can't walk. You,
All right, I got it.
sit down, sit down, sit down.
All right, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, because he
I'll
can't,
take you
you keep
inside.
walking and he's,
I'm talking to my mom.
I
Let's go.
understand, but he keeps getting
Let's
up.
go, Pop. We're gonna walk in the house here, straight ahead.
Be careful because Baxter is in there. And
Yeah,
he,
straight ahead.
and Coco's just, you gotta sit him down and try to get the dog. Because she's just in the street, running around.
The dog's easy to get. Walk
Be
right
careful.
in there. Walk.
Stay.
Walk.
Stay. This is what I'm talking about, right? This is what I'm talking about. Dan takes him for a walk, right? Sits him down right here, which is fine, not a big deal. And then he's on the phone with his mom with his earphones in, pacing back and forth. Meanwhile, my dog's still out, right? No care in the world. My dog is still out running around. Dan's on the phone pacing. So Ed's getting up every 2 seconds. Dan, put a sweatshirt on. Dan, do this. Dan, do that, right? And I'm in here doing something. I'm working, but yet doesn't matter what Danielle's doing. So then I'm, you know, trying to do this and trying to do that. And then oh, Mom, I gotta go. You think? And can you come get my dog? Or is that gonna be me too? No, just clueless. And you think Ed's gonna retain a fucking conversation? No. I don't even know where she is at this point. It's my life. Always stressful. And this is why my neck is always inflamed. Coco, come on. Where's Baxi? Let's go get Baxi. Come on. Baxter. Come on, Baxter. Baxter. Come on, Baxi. What's so funny? Mark's going to the ENT to hear today to find out why he can't hear. Dan's like, Mark, nobody in the family can hear. It's genetic. She's back. She's easy. Now, if they both went out together, it'd be more difficult, but she eventually comes back. But still, it's like, dude, have a fucking sense of a clue. They don't. Salinger men. You guys, Salinger men. Nobody wants to believe me, right? Everybody thinks, oh, they're just great men. Yeah, they may have great qualities. They're loyal to a fucking T. But they are clueless. Well, and that's what frustrates me sometimes, you know? It's like if it was reverse, right? If it was reverse and this was Dan and I was creating all that chaos, do you know what he would be doing? Do you know he would be yelling at me? He would be telling me to go away and not come back out, and I'm bugging them. He would flip the fuck out if roles were reversed. But it's like that expectation, you know, it's different for us, right? Screaming, you know, screaming. But for me, it's okay. But for him, it would be a whole different situation. You guys would see him mad out here. But I'm supposed to just be like, easy peasy. Now, I love that he talks to his mommy. He always calls his mom. That's not the problem. The problem is everything else. Don't bring your dad out here. He should know, like, stay in here, because he should know enough to know that if he's pacing out front, not only is it going to send the Ring camera going cuckoo and the dog's going cuckoo, but it's also going to bother his dad because Ed's worried about Dan not wearing a sweatshirt right now. And he wants to see what he's doing. He thinks it's another thing that is so weird is, Ed can literally see us sitting, right, watching TV, or I'm working on the computer. Hey, Danielle, what can I help you with? It's like, I'm sitting. I know, but can I help you? Ed, I'm not doing anything. And what I'm doing, you can't help, And it's just so funny. Ed, Dan's pacing. He's not doing anything. He's just pacing. What can I do, Dan? That's what he kept saying. Dan, what can I do? Dan is his father. They all are his father. I married Ed. Shit. Lucky me. Lucky me. I got myself a hell of a loyal man, but everything else goes right out the window. It is. This is like a Seinfeld episode. Shit, we could be the Salingers. We are the Salingers. Welcome to my life of craziness. Dan let the dog out. Yeah, Dan let the dog out and left the... I hate it, Terry. When he's outside, I'm inside and he paces. Dan's a pacer. So in my camera, I will come out and I'm like, fucking A. Get away from the camera. And it's funny because he's like, oh, but why do I have to tell him every day to stay away from the Ring camera? Why? Shouldn't he know that? Doesn't history repeat itself? Shouldn't it be ingrained by now? We've lived in this house for 18 years. 18 years. How many times a week do I come out and yell at him to stay away from the Ring camera? Come on. Did you let Dan out? No, Dan, of course, can't pay attention because he was, they can't help it. I mean, we're so observant, right? Women. And I know some men are pretty observant too, but the majority of you all suck. But I'm so observant. When I'm walking out the door, I'm watching the dogs, I'm grabbing, make sure I have everything. I'm like, holding him back and I'm paying attention. Dan just forgets and literally, throws the door open and gets mad at my dog for running out. She sees Grandpa and that's a trigger for them, right? They're like, ooh, Grandpa, time to run, right? Well, you should know this. Every day you do the same thing. Every day this is a potential. So why do we Why does this happen? Go, take her, put her behind the gate if you have to, if you want the luxury of, but why do we have to go through this almost every day? I know there's a potential, and I went, normally he'll be like, help with your dog, so I figured he had it, and he just opens the door, there she goes. It's like the minute Grandpa gets his gate belt on, the dogs are like waiting. Dad's doing this, we got him, we're gonna go take a peruse. That drives you nuts, right? I mean, come on. It would drive anybody nuts, especially perimenopausal women or menopausal, wherever the hell I am now. I don't even know. Am I in menopause? I don't know. I'm right there at the cusp. So, do you just wait to be finally there? My hormones say I'm at 2.3. Menopause is 2.5. And you wonder why I'm Looney Tunes, right? All the ninnies in the background. Y'all wonder why I'm so Looney Tunes all the time. I need something, Laura, because I'm on birth control. So I don't want them to take it from me and then not give me anything. Men only remember what they want to remember. Vagina. Yeah, vagina. That's all their vagina, Instead of, hey, honey, you looking sexy today. Hey, honey, how's that vagina doing? Are you ready? Yeah. Look in the eyes. Hey, want to meet me back there for a quickie? Yeah. As I'm washing dishes. Yes, exactly. I'm thinking sex as I'm cleaning up your dishes and your dad's dishes. Yeah, please take me and throw me down on the bed, right? Every time he sees me, it makes eye contact. So I try not to look at him. He's like, why aren't you looking at me? I said, because I don't want to hear, baby. Has your vagina still bleeding? Is your vagina still bleeding? Can we take it in the bedroom? Dan. Oh, I'm just joking. I knew you would say no. I'm just joking. I just hope one day you'll say yes. 5 seconds later, hey, you want to touch it? Come touch it. I'm vacuuming. Really, Dan? No, I'm joking. I'm just joking. I'm just playing with you. God, why do you have to be so bitchy? I'm just playing. Just joshing. God, you can't take a joke. Because it's not a fucking joke. So if I said, yes, I want to touch it, you'd be like, oh, just kidding. I wasn't really looking forward to it. I don't want it. No, you're not joking. You're pushing me. You're poking me, hoping that I'll say yes, but knowing most likely I'm going to say no. And then you're going to say, just kidding. Just kidding. He doesn't say anything to me other than vagina. That's it. Hey, vagina. Is it ready? Just asking. Where are we on the status? It's been a bit since you've been bleeding. Are we done? I didn't see any new tampons in the garbage today. Oh, so now we're checking the tampons. We're checking to see if I'm... Now, by the way, I stopped bleeding today, which is weird because my body always bleeds through today, but I haven't told them yet, DTD. Because now, it's funny. I can't say he was perfect this week because he still asked me if I would touch it or suck it or eat it. I don't lick it, whatever. Just kidding, though. Just kidding, But today, if he finds out, he's going to be like, yeah. Does this turn you on? No. Mm-mm. That turns me on. I need shirts that say no, exclamation mark. Dan doesn't do that, though. He would come out and be like, I don't do that. You might as well. At least I get a laugh out of it instead of agitation, I get angry when he says that, It's just such a trigger. Can you say something like, hey, honey, what's your plan today? Do you want to maybe meet up later and watch a little TV together? Or no, it's always vagina. Can I touch it? Just touch it. I don't want it. I just want to touch it and walk by. I just want to, just grab it and see if it's still there, if it still has a pulse. Because that's what women love. They love to be groped while they're doing manual labor just to see if it's got a pulse. I can tell you she ain't cold. No, she ain't cold. She's still there. She's just not happy, but she's still there. How you can live with him. I don't know. I was wondering about their kids also. What do they think of your content? You think that I change as a woman or a mom or a wife on my lives? Do you think that I'm not the same person when the lives are off? I'm just less animated. But for 1 second, don't think that I'm not like this in person. Yeah, no. My kids have grown up with me talking about vaginas and penises. Not so much like their mother and father, because that's gross. But occasionally it calls for that, and I need to gross them out and make them stop. So I'll throw in me and a Dan, scenario, and they're like, "Oh, bleh, Mom." I'm like, "Well, how do you think you guys were made?" For love's sake, you think that I wouldn't speak like this in person? I'm always talking about vaginas. I'm always talking about titties and penises and scrotum and all sorts of things. I talk about feces. No, this isn't a prim and proper woman right here. This is a woman who's fun and likes to agitate my children. So, yeah, I'm the same. Do they watch my content? A couple of them do. And they laugh. They think, except when it comes to me and Dan, then they kind of probably leave. But Hannah's boyfriend, when he has time, watches us. Yeah. Hannah's boyfriend watches that, and he always laughs and tells Hannah what I say. Hannah expects it. She knows it. And Hannah's like, "Yep, that's my mom." Yay. Even if they were embarrassed by my content, do you would think I would give one shit, 2 shits, 3 shits, 4? I wouldn't give a shit, because this is my life and this is what's supporting them right now. So they don't have to like it. And I'm 50 years old, and even if this wasn't me on a normal day basis, then I wouldn't care. Don't watch. Like I tell the people who complain, you don't like it, don't watch. It's very simple. You don't have to bitch to me. This isn't an airport. This isn't, like an EMS moment where you have to broadcast it for, emergency purposes. Nobody gives a shit. If you don't like it, it's very simple. So, yeah, everything. I'm the exact same way. I pin, Andrew. Like the other day, somebody said, I asked him, we were talking about 69 on me and my Zoomies. And and normally I'm surprised, because normally Andrew will play along, but I guess he has hard limits. So I was like, "Hey, Andrew, speaking of, have you ever done 69? He's like, "Bruh." I'm like, "No, serious. Have you ever been in that position?" And he wouldn't tell me. And I said, "Well, just don't, because it's not cute." Take it from your mother and your father's experience. When we used to do it, it's not cute. It's not cute. Just abort that mission. And so, I have to then I have to go in for the kill with, when your dad and I did it, I saw his asshole, his balls, and everything in between, and it's not comfortable. And let alone, you don't want to see a woman on the other end. No, thank you. Nope. I'm good. I've done it several times in my life. GSR. I have done it several times a long time ago, when it was cool. Hey, let's just, at any point, what is it, when you're just like, "Okay, honey, hold on." Is this okay? Are we okay? Are you okay down there? Are we in the right position? Can you get it? Lower. Can you? Okay. I mean, how? I think even back then in the day when we did it a couple times, I was like, he's literally crawling over me, like this. All right, I'm like, okay, so I guess this is what we're doing. It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. And if the man's on top, how do you, it doesn't, the positioning doesn't seem right. But he was always, I couldn't do it. I'm just like looking, I got, I'm like, God, this is not, I just kept thinking, this isn't cute. What the hell? If I'm seeing this, what the hell are you seeing? The same shit. This is not GSR. Dan asked me to do that one time. Yeah, hair in the mouth, testicles, and you're suffocating you in the nose. You're trying to get the pee-pee, in the right direction. It's not working. And then you got this starfish with hair staring at you. No, it's not cute. It's not. Why? Just why? Why? You were trying to suffocate him with your pussy. GSR was like, I rode my husband drunk as fuck one day. And she's like, I was trying to kill him. Suffocation by pussy. 69 should always be with the lady on top. I know. But why was Dan always the one flipping over on top? What the fuck? You are a mother. We respect you. Change the subject. You know how I made my kids? The penis went in my vagina and the seeds exploded from ejaculation and catapulted them right to my eggs. Yes, I'm a mother. And I had sex. And I have tried many positions and many things that I did not like. Oh my God. I can't believe I talk like this. I can't believe I have sexual releases with my husband. Shit. And I'm trying to tell these people who have not yet participated in 69 because that's the type of friend I am. Do not do it. It is not worth the scarring of the visuals you see from that side. And I sure as hell don't want somebody looking at mine the same way. Because in my mind, I was like, this is not nice, and this is not cute, and I am not enjoying this. So I'm trying to protect y'all. Mother, grandmother, aunt, and all. Some people, for the love of Pete. It's not private to me. It may be private to you. I'm just saying 69 is not happening on my bed anytime soon. It's not a good time. It's not fun. Abort the mission. Yeah. Abort the mission. Yeah. Any of you have any little tickles to do it again? Let me remind you, no. Remember what it looked like before? It's only gotten worse with age. It's only gotten worse with age. Age doesn't make anything better. Now, 20 years ago when we played like that, that was fun. I mean, at least our bodies were better. Now, there's all sorts of things hanging and it's just not pretty. And I really don't want anybody, letting alone my husband, seeing me in that predicament. Especially being on top now, like being on top back when I had a six-pack was cute, I was like, yeah, check out my abdomens, Dan didn't have it back then, only I had I was like, yeah, I'll get on top. Look at this six-pack. And it was fine. Dan didn't like the six-pack. He hated the six-pack. He was like, I need you to have some meat. But I love the six-pack. I was like, check out my muscles. Can you see them? And I was like, yeah, I'll do it. I want you to look at me. No. Not anymore. Now, right, fast forward 10 years later, and I'm riding, right? Everything's shaking and flopping, and the fupa kind of bounces and flips over. His belly's in the way. I can't get comfortable because my hips are tight. You know, my hips don't move like they used to, right? Because I'm tight. And so I'm trying to get on the overweight donkey, you know, and we got bellies, we got hang. I got to make sure things don't get stuck or flipped or folded in the wrong direction on me. And, you know, my neck hurts, my shoulder hurts, so I can't really manipulate my arms to get the momentum to, you know, do this shit anymore. You can't do shit like you used to. It's not cute, you know? It's like, oh, my hip, I got a cramp. Ah, a calf cramp on this side. Lord, get me off, roll me off, throw me off. We'll stick with missionary. Better for me anyway. It's hard. It's not fun getting older. Aging bodies are not cute. Not cute. I'm rolling. Ow! You know, Dan's like, God, I don't know if that felt good or not. Did I feel you? Are you in? Yes, I was in. It wasn't in the wrong hole, was it, honey? If it was in the wrong hole, you sure as hell would have felt that more. I mean, what the hell? You know? I can't. You know? And now what's funny is if, you know, I'm trying to hit the spot, you know, and we're in the same vanilla stance, you know, and now I laugh all the time because Dan will be like, you know, afterwards I'm like, okay, go. You know, it's okay. Do it. Go. And then afterwards he's like, God, are you trying to kill me? I was about 2.4 seconds longer than normal. My arm was cramping, my pec was twitching, my butt has a fucking pull in it, and my left hamstring is tight as a fucking twisted wire. That's why I try to play in the playground before so it doesn't take so long. God, can you give me some water? And Bengay, I'm broken. I can only be up on my hands so long. Shit, girl. Chrissy, put that in the book. I'm just kidding. Oh, shit. Y'all know. I mean, I know you're laughing because you're like, shit, that is so right. She's explaining is she in my bedroom? No, girls, I'm in my own. It's just, it's not funny. It's not funny. I mean, it's funny, but it's not funny. But it's funny because it's ridiculous. We have aged. I mean, remember back to the golden days. I mean, we'd be able to like get in a car in the driver's seat, you know, stick shift and all, and just go for a ride. I mean, it was so nice and so easy. Oh my, Jade, of course. You wouldn't be allowed at my house. You would have to go to a hotel, you know? And you remember when you were like in the car and shit, it was like no big deal. You're like, okay, that was great. Let's get back in. Okay, we can leave now. Could you imagine trying to do that in a fucking car? I mean, it would be a fucking shit show. You want to get on top, baby? Sure. Shit, I just hit my knee on the goddamn stick shift. Give me a minute, for fuck's sake. All right, can you move a little bit? I can't. Well, I can't get, what do I do with my leg? I can't keep it out to the side. What the hell? How did we do this? How did we do this shit back in the day? We were so spontaneous and we could just whip it off and do it and shit, our clothes would just be moved to the side. Now I can't even do any of that shit. It's horrible. It's really not. I don't really care to put that much work into it anymore. If we were smaller, right? We can't. Oh my God, how would my kids feel if they are watching this? Oh, my kids? Do I have kids? Are they watching? How would I feel? Completely fine. Shit. Yeah, it's hell getting old. And anybody else after, and I'm asking this because this is what happens to me, after your man's done, I always have to go pee-pee, you know, so now I roll out of bed Dan's done. He gets off and he flops down. He's like, God, that's a lot of work. I need a minute, right? And then I'm like trying to roll up without, dropping a load. And I'm like rolling. I'm like, oh shit, my back. Hold on. Hold on, Nelly. I gotta get the other leg off the bed. Oh. And then I'm like running to the bathroom like this because my body is still. Dan's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm stiff. Takes me a minute to warm up and stand up straight. That's what I do. It hurts to be open like that for so long. My hips aren't made for that wideness anymore. They're tight as can be. My PT laughs all the time because she's like, Danielle, relax. I'm like, bitch, I'm relaxed. Like, they don't go any far. She goes, ooh, you're super tight. I know. It's not meant. It's like Dan even says too, relax. Relax the knees. Back in the day, we could relax and our knees would just hit the bed. It was perfect. It was like an open, invitation. Today, they it's like my knees go this far out. Dan's like, I can't fit in there. I don't know what you want me to do. What do you want me to... my legs don't open wider. Ow! And then he fucking takes that shit and moves them out. And then I'm like, great, you just pulled my groin. You can't be doing shit like that to me anymore. I'm not 18. I'm not 19. I'm sure as hell not 20. I'm 50. Yeah, the gynecologist, it hurts. Ow! Do it doggy style. Do you know what hangs when you're up there like that? Woof, woof. No, because then I have to get low on my elbows. Then my neck hurts and I feel like I'm in a plank. Then I'm holding everything in so nothing is sagging down, my belly primarily. And then did I shave my ass? Is he going to see a whole bunch of ass hair? Because I haven't shaved it in a while. So no, I don't want to do a doggy. It's weird. I don't want him to see my ass hair. Okay? I think it's weird. I think that's weird. I will only do doggy if the lights are off and it's nighttime when there's no light seeping in. Because I got bamboo shades. There's always direct sunlight. Don't turn on the lights. It's the lighting. Yeah, no, And y'all, we've already talked about shaving the anus. It's hard, You could get the one side really good, and then you're trying to manipulate the other side, and it's like you miss a lot. It's always a missing piece of the puzzle, I'm just telling you guys and what if you got hemorrhoids? I told Dan he was going to have to start looking in my ass because I feel weird shit growing on the outside. Is that hemorrhoids? Do I also have hemorrhoids? Or is my starfish just irritated from whatever is happening back there? I don't know. But no, it's weird. So I told Dan's like, oh, tough man, oh, I'll look at it. I'll inspect it, and I'm like, no, it's not sexual. I need you to check for growths around it. This is not something. I need you to headlamp. I need you with flashlight, and I need you to see if it looks kosher. Is it red? Is it inflamed? Are there any bumps on it? But yeah, sure, do me good. Here you go, buddy.
I don't know exactly what you're talking about, but I think I know what you're talking about.
It all started with 69. Not cute.
Oh boy.
See that face? That's what I was talking about earlier. The dirty balloon knot. Could you imagine, Dan, doing this and he's like, oh, honey, I see something on your rectum. What is that? You got some hair you missed in here too. Oh shit, is that shit? Did you not wipe good enough? there's an odor coming through. Because you never know the possibilities of that happening. Way too much. Do you know how much problems I have with my holes down there leaking? I know. I just couldn't do it anymore. Now, I used to love it. I used to love that position. Only because it got the spot really well, right? It gets the spot. It really gets the spot, you know, more than riding the donkey. And then you can do things with your hand, you know, and it really kind of, but today, I just don't feel right. I don't feel right. I feel so different in my older years. This is a conversation to have with your friends, not internet. Well, Mama Skins, most of these people are my friends, so I am doing exactly just that. And why do you feel the need to come in here and tell me, a 50-year-old woman, what she should be talking about and what she should not be talking about? Because I enjoy talking about this conversation, and I've always enjoyed talking about this conversation, whether I'm on the internet, with friends or not. Honestly, we all, and if you look at the numbers in here, all these other people are enjoying this conversation too, just not you. So, word to the wise, if you don't like it, you can leave. It's very simple. You use your hands or one finger, you know, like your husband does, and go up. Yeah. Up. Mm-hmm. I'm just speaking my facts. I can't tell you that these are my facts and my other friends that are watching, right, have the same facts. And sometimes I am just helping the people describe what they're thinking, but they don't want to say it. But they can relate and they say, yes, girl, preach, keep going. Huh? With his tongue in the sphincter. In the dirty balloon, what was it? The dirty balloon knot. The dirty balloon knot. The balloon to the knot. The dirt. Jade. Jade. I don't think I could ever be relaxed for a tongue to enter that region. Just saying. There is no tongue, and I know some of y'all love that shit. Some of you love, slurping and all. But I don't think there's anything that could get me to the point of relaxation for a tongue to slither in between the crack. Jade. I ain't taking lessons from Jade. Now, I'm happy Jade is so happy and loves all those things. And I'm so happy her husband, Jade deserves it, a lick and all, if she likes it. But I cannot. How do you relax? What? Can you relax? Hey, baby, you want to take a little taste? Make sure it's clean first, would you? No. No. Here's the thing. I smell what comes after. I smell what comes out of my husband's body, you know, every day as he smells mine. No. Mm-mm. Nope. It's never that clean. Never. And there is not, not the ass. Thank God, Jade. Shit. I was worried for you for a second. Ugh. No. Maybe in younger years, you know, like when you're spunky and you're willing to try things, but not at 50. 50, no man should be down there. I'm sorry, but no man should be down below in my area. My transmission is faulty. It is failing. The bumper is hanging off of the frame. The bumper is hanging off of the frame. I've got oil leaks, right? My antifreeze is dropping. No. No. I don't even like him dining at the Y because shit's not right. Shit is not normal. Shit has a mind of its own down there at menopause. And no, no. Even the vagina. I'm talking vagina now at this point. I'm over the ass. I'm talking vagina. I don't even like him looking. And he loves it. I mean, what's he going to say? You know, yeah, you need a tune-up. No, he will never say that because then I would never let him look at it again. But my bumper's gone. Almost. I don't know. It's hanging. It's dragging. You know, it's sparking as it walks. And things are just sparking. I've got radiator leaks. I've got, you know, transmission fluid draining. I've got faulty pipes. I just don't know ever what it's going to be like. And sometimes you smells. Yes, smells. Now, the smells are a touchy subject, but the body changes. And with that hormone change comes smells. Now, some of y'all might not, I had to have my radiator put back on. We're sputtering. No, you're younger than me, GSR. I'm sputtering. I'm barely hanging in. My transmission is like on its last legs, right? Doesn't get better at 62. Susan, go to my main page, Mrs. D Cell NorCal. And if you go where all my videos are, here's my profile pic. It's the round, and you go down and it'll say like subscription, and it'll say showcase. You hit the showcase and it'll tick it here. Yeah, you'll tick it. So anyway, I just don't, I feel my body is like, could you imagine being dating right now at 50, not knowing what my body's doing? Like, I'd be like, oh no, yeah, I don't want you doing that. No, do you have a glove? Because we just don't know. But I'm bringing up the smells because I've never smelled before. My pits start smelling. Is it normal to be over it at 40? Yes, because I was. And that's if I'm normal. What is normal? I only know normal to be on my dial on my washing machine. So I'm like, oh, you know, Dan's like, ooh, I just want to touch all inside. I'm like, okay, at this point, I've seen some of the stuff that is coming out today. I would advise you not to touch it under any garments because I don't know what's going to come out, right? So then Dan is like grossed out and he's like, never mind, you know, but I don't want him to be like, yeah, let's go play. And then him like, what the fuck? You know, like I'm being considerate. Am I not? I'm being considerate. Like, okay, fine. You want to touch it? Go ahead. I can't guarantee. Well, I'm just going to be quiet, you know? And then he'd be like, Danielle, I know. Well, shit. You don't like me talking about it. But then when I don't talk about it, then you're mad at me for not telling you. So make up your mind, you know? Girl, I am widow at 59 and I'm very scared to date because of all the changes. Yes. Yes, Lana. Yes, girl. Like, I would be like, do you have to touch me? Can we just stick it in with the lights off? No, I'm not comfortable. And I'm not even comfortable because I don't know what is going on. At any moment of the day, it changes with her. She has no idea either, right? She doesn't know. And like, you think you're walking around the course of the day, like this morning, I was like, ooh, what does she decide to do right now? So I got to run in and decide, well, what is she doing? You know, what is she spitting out? What is she sputtering out? What leak is it this time? You know? Fuck. No. So it's not enjoyable because I'm uncomfortable. And the smells sometimes, even when you're clean, you guys, it doesn't, like, I don't think I would date, y'all, until I could have a signed waiver from Rose saying that she's done emitting anything. Smells, discharge, blood, goopy shit that shouldn't be there, that's like brownish. The sweat. I mean, she spritzes more than anything I've ever known. I know. No, Dan gets grossed out a little bit. It's just done. She should be retired. Girl, it's time to pack it in. Just stop already, get everything done with it, and let's close shop. We'll be fine. The spray, you guys, and that's where the smells come from, is because, and it makes your underwear smell because you sweat and you perspire, and then it just becomes a bacteria laden organism, and it's just not fun. So remodel, there's no way to remodel this is past her prime. She's 50, she ain't changing, and we don't need any remodeling because the hormones and shit are still there. You can't remodel the hormones. Now if I could remodel the hormones, that would be the first fucking thing I would do. So anyway, okay, I gotta go. Speaking of spritzing, time to air her out. Anyway, I love you guys. Shit. Ooh, sorry. I love you guys. My battery's dying anyway. I'll see you guys tonight. It was fun. Thank you. You're worthy, you're important, and you matter. Don't forget your feelings because they're yours. See you on the flip side.